been there, I've done that. I know what works, I know what doesn't work. So hopefully this will be helpful if you are a first-time mom. A lot of prenatal vitamins I found don't have enough folate. A lot of talk between like, what's the best lotion for stretch marks? And if your mom had stretch marks, you may also have stretch marks. I'm not white. Like, so when I put that on, I look like a ghost. There's a difference between decaf and caffeine free. It's kind of controversial. I feel like this is something that some people may be all in or all out on. So that's what I did my first pregnancy with Kaden, and that is what I'm doing again the second time around. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Talita and I'm currently pregnant with baby number 2. I'm also losing my voice again. I was just sick, then my husband got sick, and then I got sick again, and now Kaden is sick. So it's like a whole roller coaster ride over here, but we're doing okay. Today, I'm really excited to share with you guys my must-haves for pregnancy number 2. The reason why I'm mostly excited about this is because one, I kind of know what I'm talking about a little bit more this time around. I've been there, I've done that. I know what works, I know what doesn't work. So hopefully this will be helpful if you are a first-time mom, or if you're a second-time mom and you're looking to get a different perspective. Like, is there something better out there? Maybe you have something that's working for you, but not entirely. You never know. Get started. My number 1 must-have that I immediately went and bought when I found out I was pregnant is, of course, a prenatal vitamin. I actually wasn't taking a prenatal vitamin. I know a lot of women, once they have a baby, they stay on the prenatal vitamin because it has so many benefits. However, I did stop and I ended up just going back to my multivitamin that I was taking prior, pre-probiotics, things like that. So I went and bought my prenatal vitamin again. One a day has everything that I need in a prenatal vitamin. For example, folate, there's like a percentage that you need. And a lot of prenatal vitamins I found don't have enough folate in it. So you have to almost like take the prenatal vitamin and then take folate on top of that, as well as some other ingredients that are needed. So for the one a day, I found that it had the most wholesome number of ingredients that we need. So I really like that. It was fine for me the first time around, so I am taking it again. I also like that it's only once a day that you need to take it. I know some vitamins you have to take twice a day. I hate taking pills. So for me, less is more. The second thing that I bought immediately was the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Lotion for stretch marks. I mean, it goes without saying that this is a must-have, right? But I know there's a lot of talk between like, what's the best lotion for stretch marks? I know my friends that are moms, they all used like a different brand, had a different routine for how they approached it. I had really good luck last time around, but I will say, before I share my like routine every day with my stretch mark lotion, it can also be passed on. So like, if your mom had stretch marks, you may also have stretch marks, no matter how much you use lotion throughout your pregnancy. So it's not entirely up to you, but the way I see it is, I will do my best. Like, I will use the lotion my entire pregnancy from day 1. And if at the end I still have some stretch marks, then at least I can look back and say I did everything I could in my power to prevent it. And that makes me feel good. So that's what I did last time around. Ever since I found out I was pregnant, before I even had a belly, I started using the lotion day and night. First thing in the morning, I wake up, I put lotion on my belly, even my breasts. Like, I want to make sure everything is good. I make sure I do my sides too, because I think that's something like women forget to do. And even my thighs, because I tend to get stretch marks there just normally. And of course, as your pregnancy progresses, you are going to gain weight everywhere. So thighs, glutes, sides, back, like everywhere, I think should be lotion for that purpose. So that's what I did my first pregnancy with Kaden, and that is what I'm doing again the second time around. Number three, or are we on number four? Number three that I had to get immediately, and I don't know why I stopped using it when I was no longer pregnant, but that's the Botanicals SPF 30 sunscreen. Pregnancy safe sunscreens are a little bit of a hard find for me. I find that, for example, this time around, I forgot to look up what I used with Caden's pregnancy. And I've looked up articles, and for example, Earth Mama is a popular brand for moms, for pregnant moms. So I went and got their sunscreen thinking, oh, okay, this is like a safe option. I'm sure it's going to be good. It was so thick. And every time I would put it on my face, it would be so white and it wouldn't clear out. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about, but I'm not white. So when I put that on, I look like a ghost. It was scary and it made me not want to use sunscreen. So I was really disappointed with that sunscreen, and a lot of sunscreens are like that. So I found that the Botanicals is the best one for that. I'm showing you guys here like how it comes out. I have it on right now. You can't even tell. That is the type of sunscreen I like. I don't want you to tell that I'm using sunscreen on my face. So I love that one. It worked really well for me last time around. So I highly recommend the Botanicals. Number four is kind of a funny one, but listen, I am a caffeine addict, okay? I love my coffee in the morning, and more specifically, I have my days when I want a cold brew or an iced coffee versus a hot coffee. And it's not seasonal. It's not like if it's summer, I like ice. If it's winter, I like hot. No. It depends on my mood. So normally I get decaf. So I get like my coffee, do my coffee every morning with caffeine. And then in the afternoon, I do a decaf. So that kind of like makes me think that I'm having more caffeine, but really I'm just having decaf. I found finally, after months of research, I finally found a cold brew that I actually love and used to have all the time before. That is 115 milligrams of caffeine per 12 ounces. And that's the Stoke brand. I love the Stoke brand. I love it. It's so tasty, you guys. I love the coffee. I can have it just black with ice, and I'm obsessed. Like, it's that good. So when I'm craving ice, I have the Stoke, and it's incredible. I highly recommend if you guys are craving iced coffee, but you don't want like all that caffeine, go with the Stoke. It is my go-to. There's a difference between decaf and caffeine free, which I've learned my last pregnancy. Decaf, there's still caffeine in it. There's just not as much caffeine as a regular coffee. So decaf, normally it varies, but it's around 25 milligrams of caffeine. So just keep that in mind. If you're getting decaf and you think you're not getting caffeine, there is caffeine in decaf. It's just decaffeinated. So there is a little bit of caffeine in there, a lot less than your regular coffee. But, you know, if you want to count how much caffeine you're having, I suggest you keep that in mind. I'm telling you, my voice, unreal. Caffeine free, if you don't want any caffeine at all, that's what you should look for, is just caffeine free, because that will give you the no caffeine whatsoever, so you don't need to worry about counting how much extra caffeine you're having at that point in time. Okay, number 5 is kind of controversial. I feel like this is something that some people may be all in or all out on, but it's just something I'm doing again. I did it with Kaden. I feel like it's helped me in many ways, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a midwife. This is normally recommended by midwives a lot, and that is the organic raspberry leaf tea. What it's supposed to do is help you have an easier delivery and recovery. I will say my delivery was not easy at all. If you guys watched my video where I talk about my experience with that, you know. But my recovery was like insane. I mean, if I have that same recovery again this time around, hallelujah. You know what I mean? I don't know if the tea was part of it, if it helped with various different things. For example, I didn't tear at all, which again was another miracle on its own due to my 3.5 hours of pushing and C-section afterwards. So I don't know. It's supposed to help with that too. So was it the tea? Was it luck? Was it just, who knows? I don't know. But guess what? I am definitely drinking that tea again this time around because it's worth it. I like how it tastes. It's nice and comforting to have before bed as I'm reading my Kindle at night. There's no harm in it. I mean, I would ask your OB if it's okay for you to start on it and when, because I know that each OB will recommend a different time. If you are seeing a midwife, I would ask your midwife about it. I'm sure your midwife will be all in, but just still ask so you get that permission. I did ask my OB my last pregnancy, so I didn't really need to ask him again this time around. And I started taking it the same time as last time, which was my second trimester. So big believer on the raspberry leaf tea here. Number 6. Oh my gosh, I underestimated the power of nursing bras early on. First of all, if you're pregnant right now, you know, like your regular bras are just not fitting you right now. They're just not fitting you right. They're too tight. It's almost like you can't breathe when you use them. I hate it. I hate it. And I'm so sensitive this time around that like my shirt like will cause me discomfort. And I went and bought new nursing bras this time around. And I'm telling you, oh my gosh, they are God sent. They are so comfortable. So comfortable. I love the colors. They have various different colors to choose from. They look cute, which is nice. It's a plus. So I highly recommend getting them as early as possible. I will link the ones that I used down below for you guys to check out. I mean, it's just, you can't skip on it. You really can't skip on it. The earlier you do it, the more you will thank yourself in the end. And then on that note, the last item I wanted to share is leggings, maternity leggings. I feel like my first pregnancy, I spent half of it looking for flattering maternity leggings. For some reason, most of them are so loose, right? And I get it. Like some people may want to have loose leggings, but like I still want to look cute. I still want things to be like kind of tight and in the right place and stuff. I don't want like a loose pair of leggings just because I'm pregnant, you know? So I finally found a brand last time that I really, really liked, to the point where I didn't throw the leggings away. I kept them for if we get pregnant again, and I will start using them very soon because I have like a legit bump now. So I'm actually, I think, wearing the shorts from the brand. So you guys can see it's stretchy, right? It's stretchy. You have like the high waist, but like it's nice and tight in the right places. You know what I mean? Like it's just nice in like the right places. It keeps everything together. I love these shorts. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys check it out. I will again link it below so you can see it. Thank me later, because honestly, my gosh, that was a huge time consuming thing for me. That is my list for today. If I think of anything else, or if you guys want to know about anything else, definitely let me know. I will also link below as like a bonus my pregnancy pillow that I used, because I really liked it. And I think, I don't know, a lot of people have a hard time finding one that they like. I kept mine from last time because I loved it so much. I mean, it was literally getting between my husband and I, because he's like, I don't think you're ever going to get rid of this thing. It's really that comfortable. I loved it. So I'll link it down below. And also, like, those can be really expensive. And I found one that was very affordable, and oh my gosh, amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a mom friend, and I will see you next time.